Back again. Going to be doing some hamstrings and glutes. As mentioned before, there isn't many um, machines and weights here, so we're going to do what we can do. We're going to do what we can do. So yeah, first we're going to start with some carbs and then we'll get to it. Let's go. Leg press is a bit weird, but I've recently changed my idea of doing calves um, on a Smith machine compared to a leg press because I feel like this is a little bit safer for me, especially if I do it on a Smith machine. Every time my knee just feels like it's just gonna slide away. So on here it feels a bit more controlled. However, the leg press is a little bit weird in here. It doesn't have full range of motion. And also you can't do calves on this because it just your ankles and knees are just going to hurt. So I just do it on this bar here. It's safe enough. I don't feel unstable at all. It's not crazy heavy, but it is there. Very minimal rest like last time. And again, just use the fact that I have not a lot of time in here. So just have to feel that stretch right through. It's quite a good stretch to be fair. So a lot of people say that they can't grow their calves because it's genetic. But I see just a lot of people when they train their calves, they're just bouncing around like this, like a little kangaroo or a rabbit or something like that. And that's not how you grow your calves. You really need to get that full flexion at the bottom, stretch that calf and come all the way up and squeeze. If you don't get that, your calves aren't going to grow the end off. Uh, I know that because the calves is the best thing on my legs. My quads knackered and my hamstrings aren't great, but I do train them very hard. The thing is with my quads though, I have really bad knees, and my patella on my right knee isn't very good. So that was due to a past injury that I had. Um, and the only way to fix that really is to go into surgery, and I don't want to do that. So that's all I want to do. All on this, I only have 40 kilos on here because it's a new movement, kind of new movement for me. As I say, I normally just do it on a Smith machine, so this is a little bit better because this is safer for my knees. So the reason why I'm taking my shoes off is for two reasons. For stability, I have hyperextension in my knees and my ankles, so I need that kind of support from just my feet to grab onto the ground and squeeze onto the ground like a cretin, you know? So there is that. Also, I use it just because it's flat and I'm not wibbling or wobbling around on my shoes. So yeah, just do a quick warm up on it first and then we'll get into some sort of weight. I don't know how heavy, but we're going to get something. Oh, hamstrings are feeling a little bit tight, but it is what it is. And it is what it is, what it isn't. So I'm like a 20 plate on there. 60 kilos is not too heavy, but in here, as I said on the last video, the weights are a little bit weird. Um, so yeah. Oh, 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 oh. Okay. Okay, so probably gonna look like an absolute weak clean right now, but 80 kilos is what I have on the bar. I haven't done RDLs like this in a very long time. Normally it's on a Smith machine at the other gym I train at. However, the Smith machine here does not have the range of motion that I can get to, and there's no block I can stand on in here that I can get to that will help me get that range of motion either. So 80 kilos is quite good for me. Yes, you might be like, oh yeah, but some other person is going to lift 10 times more than me. Listen, I don't care. I'm here just to vibe and be determined on what I need to do. So yeah, we'll get back into the 80 kilos. I also weigh 80 kilos, so there is that. I'm not AG Morris. I am not Keith. I am not any of these people. So I'm just here to vibe and one day be as strong and as good looking as them. So yeah, we'll see as that. Okay, let's go. Let's get it. Ooh. Oof. Oof. Ooh. 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 Okay. It felt heavy, but easy at the same time. I'm gonna stick with that weight. But if I go to 100 and make my ego go, I'm definitely gonna injure myself. So 80 kilos is fine for now. Maybe next week I jump up to 90 or 95 or something like that, and hopefully put more pressure on into doing it. Yeah. That's what it's in my head. I just want to let you know a pet peeve of mine that is not even anything about a gym or training or anything like that. It's to do with the just general population of just no ethic. So every time that me and my partner go to the cinema, there's always one person or a group of people that are talking inside of this cinema. I do not understand why. The screen beforehand says, look, put your phones away, no talking, enjoy the movie. 10 minutes later, someone's talking. Or yesterday, we watched Nobody 2, great movie. However, the people at the back, at the far door, near the door, were on their phone, flashing their light, talking, jittering. And it just annoys me. And I got really like impulsive disorders, some sort of impulsive disorder, and it aggravates me so much. And I can't concentrate on the movie when people are talking. So if you're one of these people, please shut up. It is the most annoying thing in the world. And now I've said that, I'm going to use the anger and put it into this set. Just wanted to let that know because it is really irritating. Thank you. Anyway, let's go. Second set. Here we go. Oh, okay. 80 kilos. Lots of noise. Oof. Oof. Oh. 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 Last set, and then we're going to jump into some dumbbell RDLs because there's not much leg equipment here, so there's no seated hamstring curl, there's no line hamstring curl. So I'm just going to do probably some singles on the dumbbells, just dumbbell down, single arm, but then from there we're going to hit thrust. That's it, and then probably some wide lunges. But yeah, let's get it. Last set, best set. Oh, 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 oh. It's happening now. Come on. Come on. Okay, I think 80 kilos was enough for me today. I started all right, let's just quickly move this fan so it's not destroying the mic. All right, goal with this is just to really control, squeeze down and full. Not crazy heavy because I just done all of that. Just get some reps in. So we'll do the light, 12 kilos. That's very light actually, but we'll see how it goes. It's very good to isolate each movement, but it does feel a bit janky after. Yeah. Ooh. Okay. I will go heavier. Yeah. I just thought 12 would be quite heavy, but it's not. So we'll try like 20s maybe. Yeah, for sure. Oh. 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 I feel like, ready, go. Yes. All right. So the main thing to note, from that angle, you probably think both my legs are bent, eh? No. So this one is pretty much straight down, a little bit bent, and this one here is well, it'd be like this. It's bent. So it'd be like here's straight and here's bent. Yeah. So when you're coming down, this is getting stretched, not this one. This one's getting stretched. From here, you should already feel this already tensioned, and then pull and up. Simple as that. I am sweating. Woo. Alrighty, so next on the agenda, because I'm running out of time, is hip thrusts on this machine. So if you don't have this machine, you can do it obviously with a bar, but for men sorry, it is quite annoying to use a bar, especially on the hips. If you've got bony hips, you're gonna end up with thousands of bruises or a massive clump of bruises across your hips. With this, it has a pad. It's very helpful to have this pad, even though it can be annoying to grab, because then it's not digging into you. So all you do is like a seatbelt on an airplane, on a car, click it in, make sure it's locked, tighten up if not tightened already. Get comfortable and come down. Squeeze your glutes. Don't let it float at the top and squeeze right through. That's good. And then unbuckle yourself and put some more bloody weight on it. If you're not training your glutes in any sort of way, except from a squat, a hamstring, except from a squat, except from an RDL, and you're not doing some sort of isolated movement for the glutes, you're gonna have a lot of problems with your legs, especially for men. So your hamstrings are gonna get really weak, which means your knees are gonna get really weak. If your glutes aren't strong, your whole leg's not strong. So it all accounts balance for each other. If you don't attend for it, in the long run, your legs aren't going to be very good for you. And if you're wanting to start on stage, for instance, I'm no pro for the stage stuff, but if you're trying to get into the stage, if you have no glutes, you're going to get marked down for that, for sure. So definitely get your glute work in. If you do not get your glute work in, everything's going to hurt. not just your legs either, your back. So yeah, we have 20 and 15, 20 and 15. So 35 aside, 70 altogether. I don't count this because it's very light by itself. So 70 kilos, again, it's not even that heavy. It's just there. So again, fuck yourself in like going on the airplane. Put that across. Get comfortable first before you lift it up. And let's go on the right. Okay. Oh. 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 Oh.